We have sunk to a new low. Welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Night of the Lepus. And this was, quite honestly, one of the most confusing and dumbest horror movies ever made. The funny thing about this movie is it features somebody who became a star in an Alfred Hitchcock movie, and it had somebody who was a star on Star Trek. And if you've never seen this movie, I hope I can save you about an hour and a half of your life from wasting it watching a movie about giant killer man-eating rabbits. Apparently, according to the story of this movie, rabbits have become carnivorous. Well, before they became giant killer rabbits starting eating people. Yeah. An experiment goes wrong. A couple of rabbits get mixed up. One of them starts experiencing some sort of growth serum, and apparently somehow populates a bunch of more giant killer rabbits, and they go around and kill horses and people. And this movie was just extremely laughable. I don't know what I laughed at the most of this horrible, terrible movie, but this movie was just plain frickin' funny. I mean, this movie is so weird, you know. It's about killer rabbits, and in the first part of the movie, they try to convince you that these rabbits are really lethal. Instead of invading gardens and stuff like that, they're pretty much going out and killing other animals. I wish, but it's not. Anyway, this whole movie is just over the top, ridiculously stupid. At first, they blame it on mountain lions, I think, if I remember it right, for doing this. And it would look like a mountain lion would attack somebody, but they don't really want to believe giant killer rabbits are doing this until, of course, you know, one of the giant killer rabbits tries to attack, and suddenly it's like, okay, it's giant killer rabbits. I've heard and read, and you know, please, you know, comment below and tell me and let me know if I'm wrong. I read and heard that this movie was supposed to be somewhat based off of H.G. Wells' Food of the Gods. That's where the inspiration for this movie came from. I'm not 100% sure if that's 100% true, but there you pretty much have it. Anyway, the rabbits are pretty much taken care of finally when a bunch of people at a drive-in join the sheriff in shooting them down and setting up some sort of electrical wiring to some old railroad tracks. The rabbits try to attack, and most of them do not get across the tracks. A couple of them do, but they get shot down. But you know, so there's pretty much the end of the movie right there. The giant rabbits are defeated, and all's well with the world against giant killer rabbits. If you like my movie reviews, feel free to subscribe and comment below on what you thought of this movie. And if you got a movie you'd like for me to review sometime in the near future, request it. Until next time, for Doc Schlock, as always, stay strong and rock on.